Northwest University economics professor Raymond Parsons says government and the private sector need to work together in order to drive through that economic growth and to create jobs. Catching up with some of those sentiments is SABC News reporter Thabiso, who joins us now live from Mahikeng. And Thabiso, of course, this is an ambition that's been articulated before. The question is, how does the Prof think we'll get it right this time?
Yes, indeed, Ayanda. We are here at the Northwest University Mahikeng campus. In a moment, I'll be joined by Professor Teboho Mosikari, who's also an economist from this institution. As we have seen over the past 12 years, Ayanda, that we've experienced over a decade of weak economic growth here in the country, since from 2012, to be exact, that we have seen our GDP averaging annually 0.8% since 2012. And from the data that we've seen recently from Statistics South Africa, our economy or our GDP strengthened by 0.4% in the second quarter of this year, and we have seen some improvement as far as the electricity supply is concerned, Ayanda, as we have seen that we have experienced stable electricity supply over the past few months since the end of load shedding, which also is some analysts saying that it's a good thing, that it will strengthen or assist the economic growth as we have experienced weak economic growth over the past few months, or over the past over a decade ago, to be specific. So I'm joined by Professor Teboho Mosikari. He's from here at the Northwest University Business School. We are at the Mahikeng campus just to talk to us about his expectation in the build-up to the midterm budget policy statement. The first one for Prof for the under administration of government of national unity. But let us go back to what the people from this province said yesterday. We spoke to them. They are saying government must put more focus on dealing with skyrocketing unemployment and high levels of crime. Just your take on that before we get your expectation on the budget.
Good day, sir, and to your viewers at home. We should remember that Northwest is a predominantly rural area. And then from that particular point, we do not have quite a lot of industries that can able to take people in so that we can alleviate unemployment. So in that case, it means that the government should play a big role in terms of infrastructure investment, because it plays a critical role. From there, then private sector will gain confidence from those particular commitments. So that is the key part that is very, very important in that regard. So to the issue of crime issue, so we really need to see government committing itself to making sure that police department gets a better share so that they can fight this crime easily.
So, like I said in my introduction, we have seen weak economic growth since 2012, which has entrenched high levels of unemployment as well as poverty in the country. But what is it that we haven't been doing right in the country as far as making sure that the economy is on a positive growth path?
You know, when we think of the South African economy, we need to look at the first thing, which is policy coordination. I think that South Africa is at a point where now that you would see that other departments are doing this, others are doing this. So if we can get it right from a policy coordination, that's where now we will get things right. And then secondly, we need to go back and look at the idea of public infrastructure. It is not a hearsay to say that South Africa is playing with this depreciating public investment around the country. There's a lot of potholes and roads infrastructure. So if we can get it right from there, then we will see some signs that will stimulate the economic growth. And then the other part is to ensure that we take care of our Eskom, the energy that is supplying to us. We have seen recently now that Eskom is having some good signs to make sure that it supports the economy. So if we can strengthen from there, and then to see from the budget that if we can find a way on how this Eskom debt relief can able to assist it so that it can sustain the economy. So from there, I think we can really see some good signs of growth.
When he was delivering the last budget for the previous administration, the sixth administration, Finance Minister Ino Godongwana spoke about structural reform agenda focusing aimed at dealing with challenges that have hamstrung or held back the economic growth over the past few years, talking about sectors such as electricity, water and telecommunications. What have we seen since then, which is 8 months ago?
I have to be honest with you. Since this new administration, you have seen that it has some little bit of good signs, a little bit of confusion that is happening there. From a policy point of view, we have seen that they are not agreeing on some other issues like NHI issue, the Bella Act that has been passed, they are not agreeing. So also we've got a pressure in terms of Home Affairs, where now it has to find itself so that we can allow in tourism to take place. So those are the issues that from a policy point, this GNU, it has to fix. But from the expectation from the minister, we need to see to him that he respond to the issue of ESCOM, strengthening it, and then our commitment in terms of transition of energy to renewables. So we need to see them speaking to that idea, and then also telling us about NHI also, what can we do.
Thank you so much. That's Professor Teboho Mosikari from the Northwest University Business School.